What's going on, the truckers? This season, definitely Thanksgiving. It's one of those things where it's a time of love. It's a time that people are enjoying with family. But one thing for sure, it's definitely a time of robbery. This happened earlier this morning, and a driver was parked in Philadelphia, and you shouldn't be surprised about this, but around 10 to 12 masked men took over 4 pallets of meat. And I've shared this so many times. Philadelphia is a hot spot. If you're out in California, I can't even tell you. Oakland, Stockton, California is a hot spot. I mean, places in Houston is a hot spot. Las Vegas is a hot spot. I mean, places in Florida is a hot spot. Comment down below some of the places that you've seen that are extremely dangerous, because I remember when I was bed bugging moving furniture. For drivers that don't know, I worked for North American Van Lines, and there were so many times where I was in sketchy places, and I look back and I'm like, oh my gosh, is something bad going to happen to me? And I want to share this story with you real quick before we get into the next topic. But it's a little embarrassing, but when you're new and you're a driver, I'm telling you right now, you got to just shut the heck up, right? And the reason why I say that is because, I was going somewhere for a few days. I was going home. I was parked at a TA in Ontario, California. And I was like, oh, I'm going home for like 3 days. And guess who I tell? I tell the Uber driver. Next thing you know, I come back 3 days later and somebody breaks into my cab, right? So, I can't say it was the Uber driver, but I'm saying that when you share too much information and you're too talky, next thing you know, yeah, people are going to go in there and they're going to take your stuff. And yeah, I got robbed in my cab, right? So that's an embarrassing one, but it's a learning lesson. Right? Don't talk too much, right? And that was my situation. So I've never had masked men rob what's in my trailer. Of course, if somebody's going to do that, I wouldn't recommend running them off with a bat, which this driver did. I would just say, hey, take the stuff. It's not mine. It's insured, and just go with the flow. But yeah, it's just one of those things. Of course, if they get to your cab and you got to defend yourself, you got to do what you got to do, right? And I know there are a lot of drivers that are caring, right? So, people out there, if you're listening, definitely you don't want to do that right there. This situation right here actually has happened to me. A driver shared me this video right here, and it gave me back like PTSD. I remember being at like a Flying J, and I'm just parked here, and I'm like, okay, early in the morning, I got to leave, right? And of course, what happens, there's a driver, and he's parked right in front, blocking like 5 to 6 trucks. And the guy, literally, I knocked on the door so many times, and then I saw someone like look through their freaking curtains and then just look, and then guess what? Shut the curtains and went back to sleep. I mean, it was so disrespectful. If you're on park like that, then you got to make room, right? Especially in a situation like this, right? This driver right here, so inconsiderate. I mean, share me a time that something like this has happened to you, but this has happened to me a few times, and just seeing this video gives me PTSD about it. I mean, of course, if you're leaving and this guy, he doesn't want to move, I mean, maybe offer to him like, hey man, when I move, take my spot. But for this guy to act this way and not want to move, just straight ridiculous. Call the tow truck, call the police. I mean, at this point, a driver like that 100% deserves it.
Are you going to move?
I'm moving. You can go back to them and talk at the moment.
I don't need to talk to them. You're blocking everybody in.
I am not.
You're parked in front of everybody. Look, everybody is parked this way. Everyone is parked this way. You can move. You have to move.
Listen, I just got up.
Yeah.
2 minutes, okay?
Look, right. I have to leave. You shouldn't be parked here.
Go ahead and leave them. Why are you here?
Why am I here? Because I'm parked in the spot. You're not parked in the spot.
I've been getting this a lot, and drivers are like, Alex, why are you talking so much about these foreign drivers? And it's not foreign drivers that are coming here illegally. That's not a problem at all. Is this problem right here, just like ICE is stating right here, an illegal immigrant truck driver with a New York driver's license who entered the U.S. in 2017 and was supposed to leave in 2018, did not leave, and then was detained as seen in the footage released by ICE. So that's the problem here. You know, the drivers that are supposed to be here, that come here legally, not a problem at all. There is no problem. I got no problem with that. But if you were here on a permit and you got to go back, you're supposed to go back. You're not supposed to. And at that point, anything past 2018, he's basically, in my eyes, stealing freight and money out of other drivers that are doing it the right way, right? Comment down below. Let me know what you guys think about that. But yeah, that's how I feel about that. I've had a lot of drivers share a short clip of this with me. Basically, it says arresting drivers left and right, and it shows police officers, and it looks like ICE law enforcement. It looks like they're going up to this driver. Of course, a lot of people, if you don't know, that's an Amazon trailer, but that does not look like somebody that actually works for Amazon. They're probably an owner operator or contractor. It just brought this up, right? SoCal Trucker texted me and wanted me to share this. He said he's going to make a video about this. So definitely I'll share with you his channel, and you can follow it to see his updates that he has on this. But there are a lot of drivers, right? And there's a site called MC/DOT buy and sell. And it says looking to buy MC and DOT with 3+ year history. And here's the one right here that's interesting. It says looking for MC authority as soon as possible. DM me. And then it says looking for MC with active Amazon, right? Another one here, looking to buy MC with Amazon account ASAP. Today, call limited. Another one, looking to buy MC with Amazon account. Please call me. And so, yeah, a lot of drivers here that are trying to buy MC numbers, and a lot of them want active Amazon account. Now, out there, are you seeing a lot of drivers, foreign drivers that are driving and pulling Amazon trailers, right? Because when I was out there, I was seeing a lot of that myself. But yeah, go on SoCal Trucker's channel, and he's sharing more in-depth information about this, but he just sent it over to me. And so just want to share some of his findings, and he just wants to let all the truck drivers out there know. So my truckers, comment down below. I love you guys. I appreciate you guys. Thank you for joining today's show, and I will talk to you guys tomorrow.